2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Malcolm Brogdon.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So the Austin starting 5. We've got Williams. Edwards is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Puffkin in at the 2 guard. And for Cincinnati, they've got Martin, also Cole Anthony out there, and it's Okeke in a power forward. So at this stage of the season, Tim, some teams I feel are already starting to look ahead to the playoffs. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think you're going to glimpse at what that looks like because your adrenaline is going to take you there. But I think the focus should be on the here and now, continuing to get better on a daily basis.
If you're not looking at what's in front of you, you're going to lose what's perhaps ahead of you.
Boy, that is so true.
Here's Buffkin. Edwards, good.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon. First trip to the line for him here.
At the line for Cincinnati, Cole Anthony. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Anthony. And both free throws good for Anthony. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Austin.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, they have to stay aggressive, but protecting the basketball is at the top of the whiteboard. There's a balance.
Here's Martin. Austin knocking down that triple moments ago. From 13, Buffkin with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. And Austin another 3.
Well, it's much easier to space the floor when you have effective shooters like Brogdon on your roster.
To the paint. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Martin.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Now, here's Brogdon. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. 6 on the shot clock. Buffkin, no good. For Cincinnati, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. They set the pick. And it's Livers missing. Austin has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Brogdon the pass to Williams. Austin moving it around. Buffkin, and good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Here's Okeke, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Buffkin. And Austin, another 3.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Outside, Martin. Back to Anthony. Sinks that one from the post. Anthony's got 8.
Well, he didn't need much daylight there, and he took advantage of what he had.
Pass to Buffkin. Brogdon a screen on Martin. His 3-pointers off the mark. Cincinnati trails by 6. Outside Anthony. And there's the... Oh!
Yes.
Woo! That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Buffkin. He's got 6. Three-pointer buries the long-range jumper. Buffkin's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the former Rookie of the Year, Malcolm Brogdon. Now a heady veteran, Tim, and always helping.
Yeah, Kevin, this is a 6th-man winner back in 2023. And not to mention, he also won the Citizenship Award. Just an incredible career for the former 2nd-round pick.
And here is Brogdon after the three-pointer from Cole Anthony. Brogdon against Anthony. Here's Buffkin. That 3 off the mark. Cincinnati trails by 4. Outside Anthony to the inside. Here's Yurtsevin.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Outside Edwards. Here's Buffkin. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Buffkin's got 12 in the game.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Now here's Anthony. Pass delivered. From the arc. And Cole Anthony good for 3. He's got 16.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Buffkin. He's got 12. And here's Brogdon from the arc. And Austin, another 3.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Cincinnati. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Yurtsevin. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Cincinnati.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brogdon. He's got 6. Here's Castleton. And Austin, another 3.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Outside Martin. And Anthony gets it to go.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And let's go quickly to the 2K leaderboard to see the ratings of the best passing 2 guards in basketball. Cincinnati trails by 3. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Austin leading by 3. Here's Buffkin. He's got 12. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Anthony. Cincinnati has gone 3 of 5 from 3-point land so far in the ballgame. And Martin now top of the key. Pass delivered. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Okiki. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And Austin has possession. Here's Williams. From down in the low post, it goes. And Austin leads by 5.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Outside Martin. Pass to Yurtsevin. Now Anthony for the 3. Buffkin with the rebound. Inside. Here's Castleton. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
He got the look he wanted. I think he rushed it a little bit.
Here's Anthony. Oh, and a jam by Anthony.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Austin leading by 3. Outside Williams. Back to Brogdon. Outside Williams. Here's Ryan. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. And Austin leads by 6.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 23. Here's Ryan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now an 8-point Austin lead.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Council. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Deep 2 from Anthony. That one no good. Good D by Brogdon. Williams kicks to Brogdon. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It's Martin on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Anthony down low. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Brogdon's got 9 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And it's Martin missing. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for Austin. They have a 9-point lead.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
And first time out of the game called for Cincinnati. Austin making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Edwards. And Washington subbed in for Williams. Cincinnati trails by 11. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Hood, Javino. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Brogdon. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Hood Schifino. He's covered by Washington. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Brown. Drills the three-pointer.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
I've been looking around from downtown, and that one's good. Swider. And Austin leads by 11.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
And so it's Austin holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Austin.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
On the court for Austin, they've got Washington, and it's Key in at the point. Brown outside. It's hauled in by Norris. Austin leading by 13. Washington with it. No scoring in this one. Pass to Ryan. Here's Swider. Latre. And it's Council with the rebound. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Hood Schifino. Here's Brown. Carried from 15 feet out. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Anytime you get an easy shot in this league, your confidence level goes up. That's exactly what happened there.
Pass to Swider. Here's Norris. And a miss there on the triple. Cincinnati trails by 11. And here's Brown. There's the three. That doesn't go either for Brown. For Austin, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Key. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Austin moving it around. Norris can't get it to go. Cincinnati has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Hood Schifino. He had 15 points last outing. Tries from 16. Count it. Hood Schifino's got it back down to within single digits for Cincinnati. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Austin making a switch here. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You take a look at Cincinnati. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
And I think for Cincinnati, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Down low, Leons, and he stuffs it. On a pass to set him up.
They worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
To the middle. Here's Hood Schiaffino. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Swider. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Bufkin. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Cincinnati. They trail by 11. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Liver. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Lays it up off the glass. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. Nets culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Here's Bufkin. 12 points for him.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Here's Hood Schiaffino. From deep three-point land. And it's Austin with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. To the left wing. They set the pick. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Bufkin. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Cincinnati calls timeout. He's checked in for Cincinnati. Edwards, he's checked in for Austin. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Anthony, the pass to Yurtsevin. Pass delivered. Then against Anthony. Here's Yurtsevin. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Brogdon outside. Here's Bufkin. Here's Castleton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And that's why they're behind. A lack of effort, a lack of attention to detail.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Martin's checked in, and a change for Austin. Williams is checked in. Cincinnati trails by 13. Pass to Okeke. Back to Anthony. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Here's Bufkin. Covered by Martin. Taken away by Anthony. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Here's Bufkin. Covered by Martin. Pass to Brogdon. Here's the three. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Anthony with it. Williams picks him up. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Just 5 on the clock. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Here's Livers. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's Anthony, and he uses the glass on the lane. Anthony's got 31 points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Buffkin. He's got 15. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Buffkin. From outside, off the mark.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now here's Anthony. He has 31. Three-pointer. Yurtsevin passes to Anthony. Here's Okeke. Pass delivered. The 3 from Anthony. And it's Austin with the rebound. Hopkins got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Taking a look here at numbers for Anthony, the past month has been surreal. Averaging about 27 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And when it all comes together for him, this is what he's capable of.
Well, we've seen he has the ability to absolutely light it up. Sometimes it's just about getting the opportunity.
Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And Anthony's got the ball here for Cincinnati. It's a 13-point game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
And here is Brogdon after the three-pointer from Cole Anthony. Edwards, a screen on Anthony. Brogdon kicks to Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Anthony, the pass to Okeke. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
2 minutes remaining first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Buffkin. 15 points in the game. Brogdon, a screen on Martin. Here's Buffkin. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Buffkin's got the lead up to 13 now for Austin.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Anthony drives in, and it's Anthony with the jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. Outside Williams. Here's Buffkin. And Austin, another 3.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Out left to the wing. Over to the left wing. Pass to Anthony. Takes a three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Austin leading by 14. Outside Williams. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Here's Livers. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Livers has got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And this is how confident Brogdon is in his scoring ability. Able to get it done from everywhere.
Here's Anthony. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Austin with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Taking a look here at Austin, they've had an incredible season, one the naysayers didn't think was possible. Now they're just continuing to ride this wave of momentum, trying to take this energy into the playoffs.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for Austin.
They've been locked in. I mean, locked in. They know what they want, and they know how to get it. Kind of like Shaq at the barbecue.
Say, Diesel, what's your favorite dish at a cookout?
Cereal in a bowl. At a barbecue?
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Cole Anthony having a dominant impact, guys, in this game.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
That is explosive. He can jump out of the building. Just incredible.
Cole Anthony is out there with Martin. Then it's Yurtsevin. And it's Okiki in at the 4 slot. For 3, Brogdon. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Yurtsevin's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And for Austin, they've got Edwards. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Williams. And it's Puffkin in at the 2 spot. Deep 2 from Anthony, and the jumper is good. Anthony's got 38 points.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Pass to Castleton. Austin moving it around. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Williams passes to Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 7.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So, Tim, I'm sure it's hard to pick one, but who would you call the most underrated player right now in the NBA?
Well, I think it's Pascal Siakam, and I have felt that way for a few years. I just think you're talking about someone who has great energy, plays both ends of the floor, and is a matchup nightmare because of his versatility.
And began kind of in oblivion. He had to play some time in the G League and work his way up.
Became the most improved player in this league.
and he can't hit the second. And it's Williams with the ball for Austin. Pass to Castleton. For three, Brogdon. Rebounded by Anthony.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Yurtsevin, no good.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Castleton's shot is off.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third. What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Pass to Castleton. Williams with a clean look. Drains the three-pointers. He has 7.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Anthony. He has 38 in the game. Down low. Here's Yurtsevin. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Cincinnati shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Austin leading by 14. Brogdon outside. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. Pass to Castleton. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Anthony taking his time here. Here's the screen. Cincinnati getting another chance here. And there's the second dunk to finish it off.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties. It has certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Back to Anthony. Pass to Yurtsevin. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Brogdon outside. Here's Buffkin. And the 3 off target. Cincinnati trails by 16. Here's Livers. He has 5. Pass to Okeke. Outside Anthony. Off target with his 3. For Austin, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Brogdon. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Anthony's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now here is Martin. Pass delivered. A 3. They grab their own miss, and the shot goes in. Yurtsevin's got 7 points for the quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Here's Buffkin. 21 points in the game. Castleton. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Cincinnati. They trail by 16. Cincinnati calls timeout. and die by the 3. Let's check out the best.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Martin, the pass to Okiki. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And Cincinnati making a change here. Hood Shafino's checked in. And a change for Austin. Washington's checked in. And Austin has possession. Out to the wing. Back to Edwards. Oh, good on the triple. Cincinnati trails by 14. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. Kevin, back to you.
Keeping that edge. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
They throw good, Edwards. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Now here's Williams. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Pass to Okiki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Cincinnati again missing. Austin leading by 17. Washington, that's for 2. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Washington's got his first 2 points of the night. Left side, Martin. Banked in off the glass.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Now, here's Washington. Looking in his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Hood Shafino. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Austin.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And I've also been very impressed with their ball movement. It has led to better shots. The offense overall has had a great rhythm.
Austin leading by 17. Now, here's Washington. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Making the most of those high percentage shots.
Here's Livers. Here's Hood Shafino. And it's off from 3-point range. Now Washington jacks up a 3, and Austin another 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Pass to Hood Schifino. And he gets the bucket. Hood Schifino's got his 3rd basket of the night. And Austin shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Here's Puffkin. There's the triple, and the 3 ball is good.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's Hood Schifino. He's got 6.
Cincinnati foul call. Leon. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Austin leading by 23. Pass to Ryan.
2 minutes remaining.
There's a screen by Washington. This one for 3. Mobley with the rebound.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's Hood Schifino. No good with the triple.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Out to the right wing. Martin against Washington. Fires it up. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
Right, it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Here's Hood Schifino. It's Martin on the wing. Knocks down the 3 ball. Martin's got 5 now.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Washington passes to Williams. Inside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
41 seconds left in the 3rd. Mobley is screened. Here's Hood Schifino. Mobley on the follow.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now, here's Washington. Thompson outside. Out to the right wing. And that one's good. Swider's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the 3rd quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going. I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And here is Brogdon. Driving the lane, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Takes an incredible amount of focus and concentration. That's making the most of a possession.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Austin running away with it. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Brown, and it's Council in at the small forward position.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
GA, just when you think you've seen it all. Last season, a father and son playing as teammates. NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
Yeah,
One shot.
LeBron and Bronny James taking the court together. And if other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Well, Cincinnati shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. From deep, a nice shot by Hood Schifino.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Brogdon.
Shows creativity when making plays for his teammates. Brogdon adds a refreshing dynamic to this group.
Brown dishes to Anthony. To the right side. Pass to Brown. Here's Hood Schifino. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
And it's Washington missing. Cincinnati has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And Anthony gets it to go.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball. Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And Anthony's got the ball here for Cincinnati. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Here's Washington after the basket by Cincinnati. Brogdon outside. And he's good on the three ball. Brogdon's got 25 points.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
Brown, good.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Austin leading by 23. Here's Washington, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you want those shots anytime you can get them. High percentage at the rim.
Pass to Council. The kick out to Brown. Thompson with the rebound. For Austin, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Brogdon with it. Thompson passes to Ryan. Offline with his 3. For Cincinnati, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. There's a screen. Pass to Ryan. Misses the 3.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Austin leading by 23. It's Brogdon on the wing. Got it. Good job in the low post. Brogdon's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Here's Ryan, the baseline J off the mark. Anthony in the corner, drills it from outside. Anthony's got 43 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Here's Ryan. Brogdon outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Brogdon's got 10 points here in the second half. And the dunk by Brown.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Now, here's Brogdon. Now, Washington. And here is Brogdon. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Brogdon's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
To the inside, here's Anthony. Good D by Brogdon.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Ryan. Washington with it. Goes up to the stripe. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Anthony on the wing. Lets it go with a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Right side, Martin. 6 to shoot. Pass to Okeke. A three-pointer off the mark. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Austin. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. That one goes in. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Really left alone that time. Anthony's got 46 points.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Here's Castleton. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Anthony. It's good. Anthony's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Making the most of those high percentage shots.
Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Bufkin. Taken away by Anthony. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Brogdon, a good look. Here's Castleton. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Here's Bufkin. Austin moving it around. Pass to Castleton. 5 on the clock. For 3. And the foul called on Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game. So Austin ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Well, Cincinnati shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. To the paint, here's Anthony. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Cincinnati calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Malcolm Brogdon.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. And the free throw, no good. Austin leading by 22. Pass to Swider. Here's Norris from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Yurtseven's got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now here's Martin. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Austin making a switch here. Dukas is checked in.
Number 88, Alex Dukas.
And Austin shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Pass to Swider. There's the screen. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's Okiki. Shot clock at 6. And here's Anthony for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 17 now, just in the second half. Austin leading by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Austin.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Malcolm Brogdon.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Here's Key. Pass to Washington. Here's Swider. Launches it. Livers grabs the rebound. Outside Anthony. And here is Yurtseven. Outside Martin. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. And so it's Austin winning this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And now our player of the game, Malcolm Brogdon.